Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we shall discuss about the nonlinear partial differential equations of first order which are of the type number 3. The differential equations of type 3 are of the kind f of x comma p equals to g of y comma q. So the meaning here is that in the given partial differential equation, there will not be any z term, only x, y, p and q terms will be there. And one more important thing is to be noted here is that the x and p terms will be on the left hand side, y and q terms will be there on the other side. So in this way we can arrange the terms of the given partial differential equation. So such a partial differential equation is called as the partial differential equation of type number 3. Again we have to note down here that the differential equation will be of first order non-linear partial differential equation. So in order to solve this type of differential equation, partial differential equation, we have to first of all consider, that is in the step number 1, we have to take each side equal to some arbitrary constant a. That is, we know that this is equal to this and we can take each side equal to an arbitrary constant a. Therefore, it means that f of x comma p, that is the left hand side, can be equal to a and the right hand side also equals to the same arbitrary constant a. Now between these two equations we can eliminate p. So we can get the value of p, and here from this equation we can get the value of q. With some suitable manipulation, that is arrangement of the terms, we can get the value of p equal to something over here. That may be some function, say phi of definitely it will be in terms of x and this a, and we shall take it as phi 1, and the value of q may be like phi 2 of some relation between y and the arbitrary constant a. That will be the value of q. So with these two values of p and q in hand, we can proceed to find the required complete integral of the given PDE by using one important thing. What is that? We know that is in the second step we have to use this particular information. What is that? Z is a function of x and y. We all know right from beginning. So therefore dz, if at all we want to find out, that is the differential of z if we want to find, that will be equal to z with respect to x, that is dou z by dou x into dx plus dou z by the second member into dy. This all of us know. One can refer the previous chapter of a total differential for this particular step, and now this is implying dz equal to, what is the value of dou z by dou x? It is p into dx. What is the value of q? It is dou z by dou y. Therefore here we can write q into dy. Now in this equation we can substitute the value of p and q which are obtained in the previous step, and then we have to go for integration. If we integrate the resulting expression, we will get the required complete integral. So this is the technique which we have to follow in order to solve the partial differential equations which are of type 3. So let us consider the first example. Here it is asked to solve the partial differential equation yp equal to 2yx plus log q. Here we have to first note down that no z term is involved. Only x, y and pq terms are involved. Therefore it can be reduced to the form of type number 3. And in the type number 3, we want the terms with x and p on one side, q and y on the other side. With p, we don't want to have y. Therefore, let us divide by y. So, if we divide the given equation by y, it implies y by y cancelled, only p remains here. 2y by y cancelled, it is 2 into x remaining. And here 1 by y into log of q as it is at the end, and we want this 2x on the left hand side, therefore it can be written as p minus 2x on the left hand side equals to 1 by y into log of q on the right hand side. So it is the partial differential equation of type number 3. So when we have a differential equation of type 3, what we need to consider? We need to consider each side equal to an arbitrary constant a. So we have to take that particular thing. Therefore, p minus 2x equal to a and 1 by y log of q equal to a imply the value of p from the first equation, that is a plus 2x or 2x plus a, and the value of q here is, in order to get the value of q, let us first write down the value of log of q equal to a into y on cross multiplication. So if we want the value of q, log should be transferred to the other side. So when log goes to that side, it becomes inverse of log. So what is the inverse function of log? It is exponential function. So e to the power of ay. So in this way we got the values of p and q. Let us substitute them in one of the most important expression I have given you in the previous discussion, that is dz equal to p dx plus q dy. Let us consider this expression directly. So write down that particular expression, that is dz equal to p dx plus q dy. And in the next step, let us substitute the values of p and q. P value is 2x plus a into dx as it is, plus q value is e to the power ay into dy as it is. Now it is our duty to integrate. When we integrate on both sides, it is integral of 1 with respect to z, and on RHS integral of bracket 2x plus a with respect to x plus integral of e to the power ay with respect to y. So these are the things we are having here. Now let us write down the integral values. Integral of 1 with respect to x is, with respect to z is z, that is, and on RHS integration of 2x is 2x square by 2, that is x square, 2 cancelled, plus a integration with respect to x is ax, plus integration of e to the power of anything is the same thing, divided by the coefficient of y. So coefficient of y is a plus some constant of integration c. So now we can conclude here that this is the required complete integral. Why it is the required complete integral? Here we are observing two arbitrary constants. One is a and another one is c. Since the partial differential equation contains two independent variables x and y, the solution which we obtained from the process of integration, which is containing two arbitrary constant, definitely it will be a complete integral of the given partial differential equation. So this completes the first example. Let us consider the second example. Here the partial differential equation is p square plus q square equal to x plus y. Once again we observe that the partial differential equation is of order 1 and it is non-linear, and it is containing only x, y, p, q terms, no z term. So therefore it can be reduced to the type number 3. So in type number 3 we want all the terms with p and x on the left hand side and the term with y and q on the right hand side. So therefore let us take this x to this side. So therefore it gives us p square minus x, and if we transfer this q square to the other side, it becomes minus q square plus y as it is, or we can write y minus q square, that will be better. And as per our procedure, we have to take each side equal to some arbitrary constant a. So therefore we get, in the next step, when we equate each side equal to the same arbitrary constant a, from the first expression it is p square equal to minus x, that becomes that plus x on the other side, x plus a it is, and this minus q square, let us take it to that side, it becomes plus q square, let us write it first, and a, let us take it to this side, it becomes minus a, therefore y minus a, let us write on the right hand side. So what we have done here, minus q square we have taken to the other side, and it then became plus, we have written it first on the left hand side, equal to y is already there, and along with that this a has been taken, it becomes minus a, so it is y minus a on the right hand side. Now this implies p equals to root of x plus a, and here q equals to root of y minus a. And in the next step, let us consider that important expression dz equal to p dx plus q dy. So that implies dz equal to root of x plus a can be written as x plus a whole to the power half dx plus q value is y minus a under root, that can be written as whole to the power of half into dy. Now let us integrate. When we integrate on both sides, it is integration of 1 with respect to z on LHS. On RHS, integration of x plus a whole to the power half dx plus integration of y minus a whole to the power half into dy. Now let us write down the value of each integrals. Integration of 1 with respect to z is z, that is equal to integration of bracket to the power 1 by 2 is the same bracket to the power 1 by 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2, divided by 3 by 2 into the coefficient of x, it is 1 already, so it is no need to write, plus, and the integral of this is in the same way, y minus a whole to the power of 1 by 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2, divided by 3 by 2 into the coefficient of y, that is 1, so plus c. So if we simplify this, we get the required complete integral. It is not so difficult. Take this 2 to the numerator. So z equal to 2 by 3 into bracket x plus a whole to the power 3 by 2 plus 2 by 3 into bracket y minus a to the power 3 by 2 plus the constant c. So there are two arbitrary constants a and c, and therefore this is the required complete integral of the given partial differential equation of type 3. So this completes the second example. Please watch the next video for few more examples on this type. Thank you.